Alrighty, our pacer expectations. Let's go ahead and say these together, guys. Hey, we choose to be respectful. We are responsible. We make right choices, and we are relentless. Cool beans right there. And of course, today's joke of the day. All right, it's a good one here. Hey, what did the farmer say to the horse when he walked in the barn? Hey, why the long face? Oh man, why the long face? Get it right? The horse has a long face. All right, cool beans right there. All right, guys. Well, just another reminder right here, guys, that basically we're going to be wrapping up this year's Pacer Productions next week. So Wednesday will be our last official day. And on that day, we're actually going to be going to Summit High School. A lot of fun where we get to go with the TV pros and do our last mentoring session over there. So you must have a permission slip. And so please grab those from the front office and get those turned in. We only have so many spots available with 2 vans going down. So that would be a sweet time right there. Today is that's right. Did you know, pump it up? You got to pump it up. That's right, guys. We are doing our reading music video, and it is going to be a blast. And so make sure that you do have a permission slip if you're staying after school. And I'll meet you guys in the front office, and we'll get things cracking right there. It's going to be so sweet. Hey, guys, and as you guys know, if you were to, if I ask any of you guys, hey, what's one thing that we do here at Almond, probably you're going to say, oh, okay, like we read here, right? And that is something that we have done very much on purpose, that we would start this movement called the Almond's Reading Revolution. And so we want to recognize so many of you scholars. There are so many of you that have grown. Remember, having a growth mindset means that we are celebrating when we grow. It doesn't mean that we're number one, we are the best, right? But it means, are we growing? Are we getting better each day, just getting better each and every moment? And that's what we want to recognize. So we're going to recognize scholars that have grown in their reading, and also scholars that are even past grade level, right? So we want to recognize so many of you. That's going to be on Monday, May 9th. We have it kind of broken up into 2 sections there at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. You can see that on your screen. And so those invites will go out today. And so if you get an invite, it's going to have your name on it. Then you know that you're going to be receiving a recognition. So invite your parents out so that they can come and celebrate with us as we get to recognize all of the great hard work and the foundation that you have laid and that you're going to continue to build on as you continue to read. So pretty sweet right there. Hey guys, well, College and Career Day, that is right, guys. That's actually next week. Man, this month of May is packed with so many great activities, so many great experiences for all of you. And so College and Career is one of those really neat and unique ones. And so that's going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be in the morning time. And basically the format is going to be, most classes are just going to stay in their class. And then some of our speakers are going to rotate throughout that hour and a half. Okay. Teachers, that schedule was sent in the 411, so you can check that out right there. If you have any questions, please see Mr. G about that. All right, cool. Well, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the first part of the interview that Louis had with me. We've broken it up into 3 parts, and so today we're going to be showing part 2, and then I think that tomorrow then we'll do the last part. So I want to thank you, Louis, for that. A great opportunity. Just some really cool questions here. So we'll go ahead and end our time, and then, of course, we'll do our video. So, hey, let's go ahead and make this a great day or not. The choice is always yours. Be you. Okay, like I still have my days and my times where I stutter a lot more than others, but man, I talk so much better now, and I really do give credit to, because you know what? Like I put myself in a place where I was like, no, I'm not gonna fear anymore. I'm not gonna be scared of that. I'm not gonna let my stuttering be the thing that holds me back. I'm gonna let that be the thing that propels me. I'm gonna let that thing give me energy to keep going what I know that I'm called to do. So that's why I went into teaching. And then now the whole principal story, it's kind of really like by accident, because I really wasn't planning on being a principal like at all. Like I love teaching. I taught high school and middle school math. And it just took one principal from another site came up to me and was like, hey, how would you like to be my assistant principal? I was like, you know what, dude, that sounds pretty cool. And so I went to Sequoia Middle School, became an assistant principal there. And just my experience in doing that like I thought, you know what, it would be really rad to go ahead and to work alongside scholars, work alongside a faculty, and do some great things at a school. So here I am now.
Okay. So, what else? Like, whenever you make these events, were you like would these scholars like, mess things up? Like, would they start doing stuff like they weren't supposed to do, like this, the picture reactions? Like, would they break the stuff a lot?
Well, I think that just like anything else, right? Like when you start something new, or like when you have an event, everything that I do always starts with one foundational truth, and that is always with relationships, right? So I think it's because the faculty here have great relationship with kiddos, all of our scholars here, that there are a ton of respectful scholars here. So we really haven't had any problems here with any like disrespect of this great equipment. I mean, we do have our expectations about this is very expensive stuff, or even like at events, right? Like, just scholars here are very respectful, and they treat adults with respect. The faculty love the scholars every day, so they do it because they're called to do it as well. So, but though, if it comes time where like we ever have to put down some discipline, then like we will. But for the majority of scholars here, everybody behaves well.
Hey, I was gonna ask you this question.
What's
Would
up?
you ever be a PE teacher?
Oh, dude, that would be awesome right there. Check out, I got the story right here. When I was teaching at Fontana High School, I was teaching math, right? And sometimes they ask you to period sub, which means like during your prep period, like they're short a teacher, so they'll ask you to take over a class, right? And so I remember they asked me to like on my prep period to do PE. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do PE, right? All right, so in PE, there's like 50 to 60 kids, right? Like it's a huge group, right? And I'm down there, and I really don't know all the kids down there, so I'm like, all right, so what am I gonna do here? So I climb this big old fence. It's like one of those fences that are like in a tennis, ring, right? And so I climb up to the top of it, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna be your PE teacher for the day. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with some agilities. You're like, what's agility? I'm gonna make you guys sweat right now. It's gonna be so awesome. I'm looking for the greatest scholar out here who's gonna make it work. Here we go. And I just jumped in there, and it was great. And what was cool is that I would just run with them too. Like, all right guys, we're gonna take a lap. I'm like, kind of run with them. And that's just kind of like how I'm made too, right? Like I love athletics. I did sports when I was in, like I did football, I did cross country, I did track, I did some wrestling, I did, what else did I do? Water polo. So like I just jumped in right there, but I would most definitely be a PE teacher for sure.